Another live look right now outside at flooding in Green Bay. East Shore Drive is closed right now, as well as North Irwin Street to Nicolay Drive. Some residents are now stuck in their homes, we are told. You can see that some traffic is moving, and it looks like an area where picnic tables are has some standing water at this time. Let's check in right now live with Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland for the update. Cameron?
We are looking at a lakeshore flood advisory for Menominee County, Michigan, and Marinette County until 10 o'clock this evening. Farther south, we have a lakeshore flood warning until 10 o'clock for Oconto County and Brown County. And then farther north and east for Kewaunee County and Door County, we're looking at a lakeshore flood advisory that goes into tomorrow. What we saw today is something we've been dealing with on and off for the last year or so. Lake Michigan remains very high at near record levels. Today we had strong and persistent northeast winds. That allowed the water to pile up in the lower bay, and when the water piles up, we get flooding. Green Bay comes on shore. Yesterday the water level was 581.9 feet. It shot up 2.5 feet overnight into this morning, producing the 6th highest crest on record for the Fox River just upstream from Green Bay. The river flood warning remains in effect for the Fox River until this evening. You can see the current stage shows that it has briefly dropped below flood stage. Let's hope that trend continues. Northeast winds today will turn to the north and west as we head through tomorrow. Winds are still going to be quite gusty over the next 24 hours or so, but the wind advisory for Brown County will expire in about an hour. Nina?
As Cameron said, along the bay of Green Bay from Oconto to Brown counties, flooding was a problem today. High winds and record-setting water levels in Lake Michigan forced rivers across the region to break their banks. NBC 26's Eric Crest has those details.
On Wednesday, emergency resources were utilized across Green Bay, focusing their efforts on flash flooding.
We're working with the Fire Department Emergency Operations Center and other departments like DPW to really develop the best response for the city.
Now, currently, Lake Michigan water levels stand at about a foot higher than they did last year at this time. And on Wednesday, with consistent 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, often accompanied by 45 mile per hour gusts, the lake water is being forced into nearby rivers.
You know, the hardest hit areas are the areas around the Fox River, the shoreline, the residents and businesses around the shoreline. East River and Nicolay Drive is a hard hit area.
Road closures and standing water across Green Bay force many drivers to find alternative routes through town. But by mid-afternoon, some residents along East Shore Drive near the Bay Beach Amusement Park found themselves stuck in their homes.
Home evacuations are currently being done by the fire department. We have officers monitoring several locations throughout the city. We're working very closely with the fire department to make sure that everybody's taken care of.
And while those on the front lines of the flood say a plan is in place and previous floods have helped them prepare for this, they also are hoping that Mother Nature will give us all a break from what was already a stressful time.
As we progress through this, we're constantly monitoring the weather, specifically the wind, and we believe that around 6 o'clock this evening the wind should decrease to approximately 20 to 30 miles an hour, and then hopefully have the water recede slowly at that time.
In the Green Bay area, Eric Crest, NBC 26.
Eric, thank you. City leaders say they anticipate the current conditions to continue into Thursday.